Hey guys, good morning. Well, here I am. I've been excited to talk this morning, but kind of not because I want to talk about something a little bit, hi Mona, a little bit more serious, I guess, because life is hard. Yeah, well, it's so catty. First of all, thank you to everybody that's been supporting. It's been awesome. So many people that I haven't heard from so long, like the people from college that I haven't seen since 1986, and people that I just haven't heard from forever. What's up, Kathy? Aloha. But I feel really motivated today. Part of why I'm doing this is not just to thank you guys and to take you on a journey, but I know anything can happen. Yeah. So I'm praying for the best. But one of the complications, for example, is I could have a stroke in a procedure. Yeah. So I got to get my story out there while I can. Yeah. So you just never know. Perforated heart can happen. Yeah. Let's pray for the best. And first of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to even do this. And I just want to just start by saying, good to see you too, Kathy. Yeah, long time, man. Yeah, long time. I love you guys. Yeah, you've always been so sweet, Kathy, from high school. And Robbie Ray. What's up, Robbie? I went and asked you a question about the hyperbaric the other day. But again, I just want to reiterate to those of you who maybe never see this before. Okay, this is what we're talking about. That's a normal heart. A normal heart should be no more than about half of the chest cavity. This is another normal. And then this one is mine. Okay, you see how big that bugger is? It's huge. Okay, it means it doesn't pump well. Yeah, so it's doing this big inflated bag. And then my favorite analogy is the Superband waistband, the underwear waistband. It always stretches back. It has elasticity. Love you too, Kathy. Over time, the waistband, even panty, stretches out and it loses that. So pretty quickly it goes from stretching back to stretching out. This is what's happening to my heart right now. It's stretching out at a quicker pace. What's up, Robbie? Love you guys. So it's quicker pace. So that's why I find myself in a situation right now. I need to have this done at this point in time. I got no option. I mentioned this in the prior videos. It was super short of breath all the time because what happens is the heart stretches out and then the valves start pulling apart and then the valves start leaking more and more. And that's what's happening to me right now. The valves are leaking and it's degenerating quickly. So I got no choice. So we're doing the stem cells, leaving this Friday. And because you guys are supporting me, I'm able to do this. Now, we're not going to be able to meet all of our financial needs right away, but we're going to keep them going. And I think it's going to cost over 60 grand. But that's okay. God, life is important. Yeah, so we're just going to go for it. Yeah, we come back in 10 days on the 16th, and I should be a new man. Yeah, should be a new man. And let's pray for the best. Part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to share my story. I used to do that a lot. And but there's a whole thing I want to talk to you about. Not only about the story, but about over the years I've talked a lot about dealing with things. Yeah, chronic disease, how you deal with death, dying, how you deal with PTSD. Yeah. So a lot of you guys, what's up, Eduardo? It's a very dangerous situation. So let me just go back to the beginning. When I first had this happen, my mom is awesome, okay? She told me right away, son, you're in denial. Yeah, so I was like, no, I can get through this. Da, 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 da. But my mom said, I'm in denial. And then later on, time went by, and then I go like this. I was talking to my mom on the phone. I go, F you, mom. Yeah, for real. I said, F you, mom. And she goes, wow, son. Congratulations. You hit level 2. Anger. Made me more mad. Yeah. Anger. You only got 2 more levels to go. Yeah. So there's this whole thing that you go through when you get big life changes. That's denial. And you don't want to believe it. Then you get angry. And I lashed out at my mom and I told her, F you. And she said, congratulations, son. You hit level 2. Anger. You only got 2 to go. And I was more mad. And then, but I knew she would always love me. And so I can say that. And you can always know somebody loves you because you can tell them to F you. Because they're never going to start loving you, like my mom. And then she said the next level was what they call bargaining. If you let me live, then I'll do this. If you do this, then I'll do that. And then finally you get to a point where they call acceptance. Yeah, and this one thing I learned from my mom. She was awesome. Yeah. And Tanya get this heart, hands like this. And for real, Tanya, it's all about faith. And then my life was going downhill to the max. You know, I lost everything. I couldn't walk. I couldn't breathe. I was on oxygen. I lost my business. I had a towel store in Reno. I had a construction company with 16 employees. I had a granite fabrication shop in Reno where we made granite slabs. All gone. I had lawsuits against me. So I twisted. And so everything was going down, 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 down. Everything that made my self-esteem went out the window. My credit rating, my job description, everything that defines you as a person in this society became nothing. I became uninsurable. So how do you get self-esteem when everything that you have in self-esteem, what's that, Tiana, is gone? So I started looking at something else. One day I was given this relic of St. Mary Ann Cope. It's in the bag now. It's all dirty. This is some ashes, and inside the bag is also a piece of cloth that they use for her. And you know, my mom told me something about God. And a lot of you guys, what's up, Boyd? A lot of you guys, people talk about God like you cannot prove God. But you know what? You gotta understand. You cannot understand. And my mom taught me something really awesome. She said that you gotta respect mystery. And mystery is awesome. What's up, Tiana? It's like a Christmas present. It's awesome to wait and not know what's inside the box. So to me, I don't necessarily try to understand everything, but I acknowledge the fact that definitely because of what I see in life, there's something much greater happening. And I don't understand it. I get words that I can put on it. You could say God, you could say Jesus, you could say whatever you want. But those are just words because God don't even use those words. He just says, I am. It is what it is, in other words. And I respectfully acknowledge that I don't get it. I don't. But then I feel happy because I just accept it. What's up, Charles? So anyway, the point of this all is everything was going real bad. My whole family, you know, people blaming me. I lost my business. I was getting lawsuits against me. And everything was going down, 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 and into a pit. And then one day I was given this. So if you know anything about heart failure, you will know that the majority of people pass away from heart arrhythmias. So night after night, at the beginning, before I had this defibrillator, so I have a defibrillator now. In fact, let me just show you this x-ray again, okay? Oops. This x-ray shows you pretty clearly. This has a defibrillator, cardiac defibrillator. That's mine. Okay, so you see that little box up there with all the computerized equipment there? That's the defibrillator. And then there's a wire and it goes into the heart. So should there be any problems, it shocks. And it's also a pacemaker. It keeps the heart beating properly. If it's too much time, boom, it just keeps it beating. It's a catty. So anyway, you guys hear me out of breath. I'm super out of breath this morning. It's right in the nick of time. So thanks for your support, you guys. Unbelievable. And I want to thank each and every one of you. And later when I get back, guarantee we're gonna have one party, yeah, for reals, and you all invited, and I'm gonna be host. But anyway, let's get back to this. So at the beginning, was so hard for me to survive that literally when I was sick or something, and I said good night to you, I wasn't saying good night, I was saying goodbye, because I didn't know if I was gonna wake up in the morning. So I would take this, hold it against my chest, and just go to sleep with whatever that is, the Lord, whatever. I don't really know how to put it into words, but I do just say it, the thing. I just put it against my heart, and I hopefully the spirit of Mother Mary Ann and mom. That time my mom was alive. By the way, you know when they say your ears sting when people talk bad about you. When people start praying about you, you feel that same thing. Hi, Annie. You feel all the positive energy. I promise. I was in Reno at the time, and I could feel all the prayers of people reaching out to me at that time. And it was awesome, and it helped pull me up. Now, when I received this one day, and I said, oh, I had it, yeah. Bust up over all the years to the max. You know, here's the actual dirt from St. Marianne, you know, bag. That's from her chest cavity. Her DNA is inside that. Spooky, yeah. And so I have more actually in a bottle. So yeah, I'll just put them on me already. Yeah. Hey, up, James. But anyway, the point is, you go through this kind of stuff, and whenever you're dealing with a chronic condition, or you could be in a war, you could be in a gang, you could be in prison, it doesn't matter. If you ever experience the